Dela writes, my MVVs, welcome. The Jewel's midnight bath. The great lion personally poured water from 3 sacred rivers, the same water that they used for that ritual. They said the final stage of it was for the great lion to personally pour it on the jewel. And that happened last night. Yes, the great lion finally poured water, as in personally poured water on the jewel to bless the jewel and open her up to motherhood again. Now, these rituals are very, very significant. Do you know that if the great lion had not performed this ritual, all these things that we have been saying, remember when, bloggers will come, the jewel is pregnant, today the jewel is pregnant, tomorrow the jewel is carrying triplet, tomorrow, the jewel is pregnant with twins, the jewel is this, the jewel is that. There's no way she could have been pregnant. Because look, the way that she left the marriage was not the way that she was supposed to leave the marriage. There was so many energies hanging around. They needed to cleanse all of these energies, and hence the endless cleansing today, cleansing tomorrow, cleansing next tomorrow, cleansing. Yes, ushering the jewel back to motherhood. The last ritual had also been done yesterday, where the great lion had to pour that sacred water personally on his wife, and they said that ritual is called the midnight bath. Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Dela Ram. I bring you fresh and spicy gist from the South, still on the Royals. Happy New Week to you. I appreciate you guys so much. I love you. I hope you guys are doing very well. I thank you for always being here. I thank you for your support. I am grateful. I would never, ever take your love and your kindness for granted. Dela writes, my Dela writes, my Dela writes, my own people. Dela writes, my Dela writes, my Dela writes, my super people. Eshe o. Adúpẹ́ o. So basically, they said the jewel's midnight bath began with the great lion preparing for the ritual. This is not something that is done, casually or by anyone else. He knows the importance of this moment. The jewel, having already gone through weeks of preparation and spiritual cleansing, is ready, but it is the final act that truly opens her path back to motherhood. The air was heavy with anticipation. Everyone knew that this is a sacred, once in a lifetime ceremony, and it carries the weight of generation of tradition. Before anything began, that night, they said the great lion, collected part of the water that was used for the other ritual, water that was gathered from 3 sacred rivers. Each river was chosen carefully. These rivers are not just ordinary water sources. They are known for their spiritual purity and healing properties. One is said to carry the blessing of fertility, another the protection of the family line, and the third the power of renewal. These waters have been collected hours before they were brought in, okay? They finished the cleansing, finished the first ritual, and this happens to be the last ritual that the great lion was, performing all by himself. When the jewel, was called in, she was guided to a quiet, open space where the ritual would take place. The night was still almost reverent. There was no rush. The great lion approaches her personally, because this moment, they said the moment requires presence and energy and full attention. He spoke softly, assuring her, calming her nerve and telling her that everything had become okay. Now, if you have been following the trend of events, everything that they have gone through, the way the jewel left and everything they said, for her to come back and settle in and do the things that she's supposed to do. A lot of rituals are supposed to go, to have happened, which have happened, but this very one welcomes the jewel back to motherhood. Now, the first water that we said came from the river of fertility was poured on her slowly and deliberately by the great lion. They said he poured the water deliberately over her head and shoulder, making sure every drop touches her. As the water flows, he chants traditional words of blessing, calling on the ancestors and spirit to guide this energy directly into her womb and her body. That he prayed for her, to be open. If her desire is to have more children, just as his own desire was as at the time that he was, making the prayers. Yes, they said he prayed wholeheartedly for the jewel, praying that God should bless them with as many children as possible, with great children as possible, with healthy children like Prince T. That, the God that gave them Prince T made a great selection for them, that the children that will come forth, going forward, should be very great and absolutely healthy children that will come to them. That the great lion prayed, and prayed also that the jewel's heart will be in peace, and pray that the ancestors will guide the jewel, that under the circumstances there'll be a lot of confusion and people talking and all of that. That humans can only do what humans can do. There are certain things that humans cannot control, but the gods are the only ones who have control over some of these things that humans cannot control. That the gods should be there to guide the great the jewel, and to protect her, and to bring peace into her heart, and to bring her happiness, to bless her with everything that she desires. As the head of the Yoruba people, that he is praying for a woman that his heart longs for, that the woman should find peace, dwelling under his bosom. He also went ahead to pray that anybody who plots evil against the jewel, evil should follow the person. The person should be disgraced. The person should be uprooted. The gods should use their own hands to uproot the person out of the palace, out of their midst. That they do not crave for any evil to come close to them. But should there be anyone who want to continue to live live in an evil way to hurt other people, may evil go after that person. That the suffering that the jewel has gone through all of these years, none of those sufferings shall come close to the jewel again. As the jewel makes her, steps back into her home, she's going to stay in peace. It's only peace lovers that will come close to her, that the gods will guide her, the gods will direct her steps, the gods will direct every step. That if the jewel conceives today or tomorrow, that she will be in good health and give birth to very, very absolutely healthy children. The great lion prayed from the depth of his heart for the jewel, and people who were there saw, how deep these prayers, got, as in where they were coming from. They were coming from a place of so much, thanksgiving, testimony, and happiness as he prayed. So this is what we are hearing. If the information is correct, I'm going to bring you more update. Do not forget that these are all alleged, rumored, unverified information making the rounds on social media and should not be seen as fact.